going to launch EF2.
What's up, A?
By the way,
It's
am I?
MrScaryMuffin, and with me is Pankers, as sometimes. And we are watching the final game of the preseason for the Duck Soup Gaming League. Up today is UberTubers Mark III and Phonetic Owls Mark II. Of course, they have different names now. Phonetic Owls 2 is still called Phonetic Owls 2, but Turnup's new team, he decided to go with sTz's Zoo, mainly because a lot of his team members have an animal in their name. It's quite cool. And Turnup is no longer a vegetable, apparently. He's now changed his name to Artarar. Hi all, Hood Riches. Let's talk about feelings. Let's talk about how much we love our mothers, because next week is Mother's Day, as I was mentioning. Thank you for, if you're tuning in today, it is Sunday, coming out during the weekend evening to watch the game. Next week will be Mother's Day. I don't know how we're going to handle that. Yeah. And we're just watching the warm-up here.
Sure how we're going to handle it.
In a bit, they're going to get the game started. I think sTz's Zoo is all accounted for, all over 6 of them, and we are just waiting for 1 or 2 more for the Phonetic Owls team. So, Pankers, any opinions of things that you might see today?
Because I'm not even in the game yet and haven't looked into any of this, my only opinion at the moment is, damn, I'm excited for this. It's the end of preseason, and it's time for the actual game to begin after this, so you know what, I am ready.
You know, what's really cool is that, I mean, this is the last game that they can just dig around, right? They're not playing for serious.
Right,
but I realized when I was looking over the schedule today that all the teams that played against each other in the preseason, they will be playing against each other in week 1 as well. So this is also time to get, you know, a little bit of info recon on your opponent's team and learn a little bit about what you can do against them and what they do well against you.
Everyone always needs a little bit of recon, especially in a game like TF2. Knowing what your enemy team is going to do is one of the greatest advantages you can have.
Now, these, unlike one of the teams when we were watching before, which had a lot of the newbies, these 2 teams here are high quality. They are very experienced, especially in the DSGL. We have 2 very experienced captains, and they've put together a really strong team around them. A lot of these people I've seen play last year and throughout the year in the pub servers as well.
You're not kidding there. I look at these team members, I look at these team names, and all I think is, oh god, this is going to be an awesome ending to preseason.
Yeah, these are not the teams that you want to see facing against you right off the bat. And unfortunately for them, they get to play against each other.
I mean, it's going to be so true. This is just going to be awesome, especially since it is 5 CP. This is going to be head-on direct pushes with Ubers, counter-Ubers, everything you can think of is probably going to occur in this match.
And both teams, from what I can see during this opening, I think they're both going to go classic setup, 2 scouts, 2 soldiers. I know Zambler himself built his team specifically for the classic run-out. They're going to try to not really use heavy that much.
Right, they're going to want to play offensively. They're going to get in there and do some back caps. They're going to get in there and just say, heck, I don't want to wait any longer, so fuck you, I'm going to capture this point.
All right, and we are getting ready. Match rules. The server is now prepped, and people are readying up. We're going to get started. Woohoo! And you can tell that they're experienced teams because look at that. They got set up pretty much on time, unlike some of the other teams.
Yeah, their captains aren't missing for 20 minutes after the round is supposed to start.
So that's promising. Let's take a look through the lineups here, starting with Phonetic Owls. We have right guard starting as medic. Tungsten and Silco are going as scouts, and they're both really good scouts. Zambler is demo. I mean, he's a really good scout, so he would probably do well dodging as demo. And we got Raisin and Smile as soldiers, and they are very excellent soldiers.
Indeed, they are running the exact same setup at the moment. 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, a demo, and a medic on both sides.
Sun Tzu Zoo, we got Mongoose on Medic. We have DFG The Lion and Quality 26 as soldiers. Lyrics and his partner Earless Wondercat as scouts. And Minstrel Boy as a demo. Now, Minstrel Boy is a good demo. I don't know too much about Lyrics and Earless Wondercat. I know Earless Wondercat played a little bit last year and he did pretty good as a scout, but I don't know too much about Lyrics.
I don't know, but I must have been lying a bit there, because it looks like Silco actually went Pyro for this. I don't know if he's going to stay. He might just be practicing a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Silco's probably going to stay as scout. He is a darn good scout.
He is hell on feet, as I would like to call him.
Dodge Meister Extreme.
Basically, if you're a medic and you see Silco, start running, because your heavy soldier or whatever else you are healing is not going to protect you from death on feet.
Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the medics here. Right guard is extremely experienced medic. He's really good at keeping himself alive, and that's one of the things that I think is going to make a huge difference here. But Mongoose himself, he's not, he's not sketchy at all. He's part of the X-Television team. He has a lot of experience watching, at least, and analyzing competitive play. So he's got smarts, he's got strategy down himself. We can expect the medics to be very good and very exemplar today.
Hopefully we are also going to see some goodness from both medics. No more of this overextension, and lots of communication is what I'm looking for in these teams.
You think we're going to see a Kritzkrieg off the bat?
That's actually a good question. One I'm not sure about. If the medics think that it's the smart decision, they probably will.
Well, I know right guard doesn't always favor the Kritzkrieg too much, but he plays medic a lot, and so he probably has a much better feel for that than I would. Mongoose, he's kind of a wild card. I mean, he's seen lots of people use lots of different strategies, and he probably has a lot of ideas in his head of what he want to do, but I guess it really depends on what the team is comfortable with.
Alright, so here we go, folks. It is time for it. Here we go. It is live on the final match of the preseason. Let's get this show on the road. Who are you going to be watching, Scary?
Looks like the auto director has stuck me with Quality doing his fail rocket jump to start and a double fail. No, I guess he's just equalizing.
Equalization. Aw, yeah. The sticky jumps are going down, folks. On top of the point,
oh, Mr. Boy is down immediately, unfortunately. That's bad news for Sun Tzu Zoo. Being down a demo for this mid-fight is not a good thing because that demo spam is so important. So they're backing up right away, and I really approve of this play, actually. In fact, the scouts from Phonetic Owls, they are pushing in immediately. Double soldiers, they're going to bounce them out of there. They're like, get out of here.
Looks like there have been some complaints of Sandmans present on, I believe it is blue team.
Alright, big jump in here, but the medic goes down for Phonetic Owl, so this push is pretty much dead. Uber is pushed, popped by Sun Tzu Zoo, and they've got a nice successful defense. I think they can almost push out off this.
There is Silco, though. Hell on feet, as we said. Actually luring Lyrics right into Raisin. Maybe he doesn't know. Or, more correctly, Raisin, maybe I don't know. I just like making fun of his name. Mostly because I know him. At the moment, Sun Tzu is all up. However, they do have one in the red. It is DFG.
And it looks like they want to stay on defense here for some reason. They should have pushed out. They were 5-on-3 for a moment there after they wiped that first push. But now they're letting Phonetic Owls get another push in. I guess they're more confident in their defense than offense.
Actually, I gotta take that back. Both medics building Uber almost simultaneously. Mongoose is just a few percents behind, though.
Yeah, that's not going to make too much of a difference.
No, but it will lead to an awesome counter Uber on each side.
So it really depends on who's going to push in first and whether they can come out with numbers. Earless Wondercat went over to Heavy, so he left Scout.
So much for traditional setups. Here we go. Looks like Phonetic Owls want to push in.
Yep. Uber's popped on the Heavy on Sun Tzu Zoo's side and counter pop in return.
Good game, Sanzutsu. You just lost that counter, Uber.
Our control point is being captured.
An absolute wipe on red team at the moment.
Yeah, I think what happened was that the soldier came jumping in and got the medic to pop, and so then they can counter pop safely.
Lots of rocket jumping going on here. It looks like the flight of the soldiers.
And the medic's on the point, and Phonetic Owls takes the first one. Wow. Very excellent team movement here. Teams working quite well in conjunction with each other.
I feel like that kind of resulted by not Phonetic Owls, but Sanzutsu dropping the Uber first. I feel like that was almost a bad decision on their part that they would...
Yeah, but what can you do if somebody bombs you, right? And you take that first rocket to the face, you have to pop it.
True, I guess.
Zambler laying really good spam stickies over towards the medic. I think the medic ate quite a bit there. Yeah, and Mongoose is down.
Did. Once again, this isn't looking good for Sanzutsu. They have dropped that heavy.
Phonetic Owls looking much more stronger in the mid-fight, having excellent area control and excellent spam. I don't think there's much that Sanzutsu can do against that without getting their team to the mid faster.
Well, there's the second gone as well. This is really just looking like a landslide loss for Sanzutsu now.
No, I mean, they couldn't post up on second, so obviously they'll fall back and post up on final instead. They'll give up this second so that they can have better numbers for this final. I agree with that play.
But the problem is Mongoose, he's still building. He's only at 30%. Right guard's already at 100, so here comes that push.
Oh, yeah. They should have suicided someone out to try to get the medic to pop earlier. That probably should have been the play. But now they got numbers on the point. Oh, medic goes down, though.
Pain Train! Scouts versus the world. It is Scout versus the world.
Come on, Zambler, there you go.
Scout will not take it.
I think he whiffed like 8 of those melee hits before he got somebody.
I don't know. I feel like that decision to build up on the last point was a bit of an accident, especially when that Uber was still there, because that just clusters you up with a rocket launcher coming towards you that is invincible.
Yeah, I think Sanzutsu probably should have brought a scout and a soldier out to try to get the medic to pop a little bit earlier, because they know they're going to be behind. But that's not one of those calls you can make immediately sometimes, just because you're panicked. Man, that demo spam going by Zambler, excellent work. That kid, I tell you. Oh, Sticky's coming down on the medic again. Oh, will he get him? Yeah. Zambler just jumping on it.
Yeah, a stray, not Sticky, but a stray grenade from Zambler. Oh my god, all of Sanzutsu is dead at the moment.
Yeah, full team wipe. Put that on the moment of glory.
The control point is being contested.
I feel like if we ever made a collection video from this season, that would have to go on there as one of the foremost.
Alright, so let's see if Sanzutsu will push out here and try to get the medic to pop early, but looks like they're just going to push in here.
Well, I don't know, they're being a little bit more offensive about it. They're pushing up a little bit more, they're not just sitting on the final like they were. This might lead to a better result.
Healer's Wonder Cat is heavy on top again, but he gets focused down immediately. And Sticky's going down on the point from blue side, and they're just going to try to get rid of everybody on the point and cap this one. This is looking pretty much like a roll. I wonder if there's going to be substitutions at halftime.
I certainly hope so, because there's halftime, speaking of such.
This is way, way, way fast.
At this point, we're going to have to immediately schedule another round tonight for no apparent reason. Even though it'll never happen, it'd be entertaining.
Now, do you think Snakewater is a relatively new map for some of the players? It's not something that a lot of people play. Do you think that plays into this a little bit because some of the players just aren't too used to it? I know DFG hasn't been playing too much recently, and you know, not knowing where the jumps are and stuff like that make a difference.
Yeah, that is always going to make a difference. Not being 100% sure about the map, not knowing every single detail about it, can just lead to death instantly.
We're going to see both these teams go at each other on CP Well, which is a map that a lot of people are familiar with. Now, when we watch these rematches, right, because everybody gets their little grudge match against each other during the first week, do you think it will make a difference that both teams will be playing on a map that both teams essentially know inside out? Or do
Oh
you
yeah,
think
that's
we'll
always
see
good.
similar results from this preseason matches so far?
No, that's definitely going to make a difference there. Knowing the map it's a huge difference on TF2. Even if it's not as fast-paced as Quake, for instance, where knowing the map, every little foot of it was literally a requirement to do even partially well. On TF2, it's still a requirement just to know. It's still a requirement. That's just the bottom line of it. You have to know the map. If you don't know the map even partially, I mean, think of it this way. When you first join a map that you have never played before, what's your immediate thought? It's that I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea what to do. And until you get at least common with the map, it's still going to be like that. But once you're still common with the map, you're still going to be wondering, you have to think about where that next health or ammo is. On a map that you know inside and out, you just say, I know where the health is, I know where the ammo is, even without thinking about it, I know which direction I need to go to get the closest health.
Mm-hmm. So Sun Tzu Zeus here is bringing in Hoodrich and Turnip, the captain. And it looks like Hoodrich is going to start off as scout, and Turnip is going to take over demo duties. And so he'll be facing off against Zambler for that mid fight. That might make a difference here.
And Bit, actually the only class they really haven't switched is still Mongoose and Right Guard, same medics.
Well, I mean, quality and DFG is still soldier for Sun Tzu, and I think, let's see, who's coming in? Nope, nobody's coming in for Phonetic Owls. They're just going to stick with that same team for the second half.
I'll have to apologize that I can't actually talk too much about Catafun. I haven't seen him play Scout that much.
Okay, well, let's talk about that, the new demo mix-up here. We got Turnup versus Zambler as demo, and as we saw before, they're going to make a big difference for that mid-fight. Turnup, I've actually never seen play demo too often. What are your thoughts on him?
That's another one that I really haven't seen play demo all that often. Alright, I'm going to have to take it from Hungary in this situation and say that Catafun is probably the second best scout in the league at the moment. I haven't really seen him play scout that much, so I'm going to be eager to see him. And
Oh
see what
man,
he will
Catafun
do.
is so good. I have tons and tons of respect for him. I watched him on Gully Wash last year, and he got like a 5 kill streak all by himself. It was him 1v1 like soldiers and heavies and stuff like that, and he was taking them down all by himself. It was a sight to see. It was definitely like the moment of glory right there. But wow, Zambler is getting those air pills down pat. Guys, this kid is good. Tell you. This
Hey,
kid
he's
plays too much.
Gambler.
He's graduating this year from high school. Well, then I think he's already got into university, so he's fine.
Well, I wish him luck either way.
Okay, it looks like people are starting to ready up. Yep, and our match is gonna get started. So, yeah, Phonetic Owls keeping their team for the second half, and Sun Tzu Zeus has switched in 3 people to tally. See if that makes a
It's
big
gonna be
difference here. They've got
gonna be
a little bit to catch up here though.
sorry about that. It's going to be interesting to watch this second half. So, who you gonna be watching, scarymuffin?
I'm watching Zambler do his rollout, and like I said, this kid's good, man. He's getting to mid so fast, and
He's
he's
already there.
dropping those stickies down, kind of get those scouts a little bit, some splash damage, and keep the scouts away because they're gonna have to back up for heals. Oh, but Catafun makes a big difference immediately. He takes out Zambler. That is a huge pick. Unfortunately, Catafun's partner Hoodrich goes down.
Unfortunately, 3 players on Sun Tzu have gone down, and only Zambler's down.
Yeah, and Catafun as well. He can't keep up with those double soldiers jumping on top of him.
But that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing an all-out offensive by Phonetic Owls, actually. They aren't just pushing. They are going all the way to the spawn.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that they're so well coordinated, and like the 2 scouts on the team are working together, the 2 soldiers are working out together, and Zambler is just straight up killing people with spam. Oh, right guard drops the crits. So there was that crit screen we were talking about. Seems
There
like
was
they are
kind of
dicking
fun we
around
were
a little
talking
bit
about.
for the preseason, trying to see if crits will work.
But we're also dicking around and throwing in a free sniper into the mix to actually headshot right guard.
Yep, and as soon as he got that headshot, he switched back to his normal class, though. They're going to get ready to push out as soon as they get Uber here. But right guard's building pretty fast. Who's on him?
Those auxiliary classes, you see them thrown into the mix every once in a while, but they can seriously make a huge difference. That could have been the end of
Oh yeah,
Sutsu right
I mean
there.
that's what they've been doing so far. They just kept their Uber and then just push in for that final. Except this time right guard was running the crits, so he wasn't gonna pop that really early, and then he gets picked by the sniper. He just drops
This is
it.
gonna be interesting. As we know, the regular medigun doesn't build as fast as the crits, so right guard's gonna get it in a couple of moments.
Oh, he's gonna barely have it though. I don't know if it's gonna make that much difference unless they go in and they force. I might recommend that they just bomb the medic and try to get him to pop it early so they can push in with the crits as soon as the Uber fades.
Good news, they are actively building an Uber. There.
So they both have their Uber up.
Well, crits and Uber.
Yeah,
Or
crits
did
and
he switch
Uber.
back? No, yes.
It's crits popped? Yeah, crits got popped, and Uber's got popped in return. I don't really agree with that play. I'd rather have them push into you with the Uber, and that way you can just back all the way up, and then come back in with your crits. Or just jump the medic and force the medic to pop early.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
But that failed push lets sTz push onto this point here with numbers, and I think they're going to get this one pretty easily. I don't think there's much the Phonetic Owl can do. They got to retreat and wait for respawns.
For the first time in a long time, Phonetic Owls is being pushed back.
Yep, and so I mean we're seeing the difference that Catafun and Hoodrich is making here. You know, with their better teamwork here, just kind of catching Zambler off guard is the big one. They're just focusing the demo as much as possible.
A nice split there, actually. I believe that was either Catafun
Kritzkrieg
or
coming
Hoodrich
back
who-
in, got it way before the Uber was ready. They should have been building that for sure.
Alert. The control point is being
Nice
contested.
grenade there from Zambler. He will go down, though, taken out by Hoodrich. Hoodrich, in the meantime, is taken out by something that has confused me greatly.
Time has been alert. The final control point is being contested.
Oh, the final. It is halfway capped. Scout is going on it. He gets blown up by the stickies. sTz will be holding on to it, though.
Yeah, they got numbers up.
Actually, Zambler's being defensive here. He is sticky trapping the second point right now.
I guess they're just waiting for a good time to push. Are they still running crits?
Yes, they are. Someone actually pointing out an awesome little aspect of sTz. They are all running animal avatars to fit in with their name.
Oh yeah. You know, we had a joke about that last year when we were. Oh, there's the crits right over that ramp there. Sorry, lost my
there's the
English for a
counter
second
Uber.
there. But oh, nice. They got a crits rockets on a pair of them, and they got numbers here, even though they got the Uber up. There's a back cap going on there, but that front cap.
There it is.
Oh, barely got it.
It does feel, though, that even with the substitutions, it's not saving the day for sTz. It is more even, I can't deny that.
Yep.
But it is still Phonetic Owls just pushing to victory.
And right guard decided that Kritzkrieg is the way to go, so he's going to be sticking on that for a little bit.
Does mean he'll be building a lot faster. Mongoose is only at 40%.
Tons of spam going down. They're just stopping anybody from coming into this mid fight at all. It seems that speed is huge for Phonetic Owls. And they take such a huge forward position once they get this point. It's amazing.
Well, of course, that's because, at least in between the second and third point, you can push up. quite close to the second. In those windows, in those doors, and right up in front of it, basically, is your not soft, but your correct position almost. And if you can't be in that position, mid is highly defensible because it's the upper ground.
Uber's pop coming in. sTz is contesting the midpoint.
Control point is alert. The control point is being captured.
Will they get Zambler here? I don't think so. Nope.
Alert. The control point is
Not actually sure what they were doing with that Uber there for a few moments. They were all over the place.
Yeah, the team wasn't really pushing in behind that Uber, unfortunately. And now they all get wiped a little bit. But teams, you know, in terms of members up there, about even. Teams just kind of stake out their time. It seems like Phonetic Owl is content to just kind of sit back and relax on their 4-0 lead. They're not going to push in too eagerly here.
alert. The control point is being contested.
Back cap going on, and it looks like they're going to take that. Yep. Let's see if Quality and... Oh, whoops. Scout partner went down immediately. Oh no, wait, never mind. Catafine was got up ahead. I don't know if they're going to get this. Come on, Quality, jump!
Oh, it's gonna be no, it's denied. Oh no, it's not.
Oh, they got it! But two soldiers are jumping in. I don't think they're going to let them go for that final. Catafine tried to run ahead. Will he
Scout's
make it
going
there?
for the soldier on the second. Yes, Scout got the soldier on the second one.
He's going to pick pick the Zambler behind. Pick the Zambler.
Silco is the only person alive right now for...
Silco decided to go
Phonetic
heavy to
Owls.
make a last stand on the point, but he's not there. Oh, there he is. He was hiding
He's
behind the
next
shed.
to it. Ambush heavy. Kinda smart
Surprise
decision
butt
there,
sex
especially-
heavy.
Especially with the Tomislav, that is a very smart decision.
Very smart decision. So, and he buys his team time to post up here. Those excellent two back caps, though, by Quality and Catafun. Made a huge difference.
sTz looking for a comeback here. They don't want to lose this badly.
They don't want to get swept. They're not the St. Louis Blues. Oh, I went there.
Here we go. sTz is just posting up on the second. There's the Uber coming in, though.
Yep, Uber get delayed a little bit, and it looks like it's going to fade before they can even make any ground, so they're just going to back up a little bit. Hudrich jumped in a little bit enthusiastically, it seems, so he died immediately. Medic is getting bombed here by Zambler.
And
Will he
there
get
is the
him?
counter Uber.
Big
Phonetic
jumps
Owls
coming
is
out.
Pushing in. Zambler falls to his... No, he gets blown up by Art.
Yeah, he got blown up by a turnip.
Our control point is
The bottle!
Oh, but oh my.
Nice hold
Phonetic
by
Owls
sTz. They're not giving this up anytime soon. And they can push in
Phonetic
here with
Owls.
numbers. They got 2 or 3 up close enough right now. But they're kind of hurting.
Oh, Catfun and Hoodridge get blown the fuck up by
Stickies,
Zambler.
get the medic, yes. Oh, Zambler takes out Turnip while he tries to take out the medic. But once again, Phonetic Owls are without a medic, so they're going to be behind on the Uber here. Hopefully, sTz will build theirs quickly and just push in and for the win.
Just to prove how skilled Catafun is with Scout, he was dominating Zambler.
Well, I mean, Scouts do counter demos, apparently, and Zambler is running Pain Train, so he takes extra damage from those bullets.
Just for a little bit of an aspect there, though, Zambler was also dominating Hoodrich. So you can't exactly say that just making you a Scout makes you automatically dominate Zambler.
No,
because
that's
Scout
true.
was
I
being
mean, well,
dominated
Zambler
by
was a
Zambler.
huge difference maker in that first half, and so Catafun focusing down Zambler every time makes a huge difference, giving sTz a fighting chance here. And Cat
This
is
is true as
outscoring his
well.
medic. Yes, that is huge, actually. You don't see that quite often. I mean, look at Phonetic Owls team on this half. Right guard has like double the amount of points as the first fragging class.
Sunzutsu says, fuck it, I'm pushing in, and they immediately get a giant hand in their face that says, nope.
Yeah, well, there was some good explosive damage. They're doing the old school Uber stoppage with the explosive damage. Oh, Smile tried to equalize Catafun, but Catafun just whipped out the pistol and just two-shot him.
Art of Raw getting pain trained by Zambler on the point.
Mongo's just poking out here himself. He lost his Uber target or his heal target, and picks up on quality here. No, he picks up DFG here. Yeah.
Here we go. The Phonetic Owls are pushing out, but Zambler takes a rocket to the face from DFG.
Yeah, I don't know if this is exactly the best time to push though. They don't have Uber advantage and they don't have much else either. They're going to have to defend this one more and then they can push out. Uber's coming in from
There's
Sun
the
Tzu.
Uber.
They're going to take the left side route again. Seems to be the popular route these days. Nobody likes the bottom route.
Medic versus Scout
Needles
versus Soldier.
on
Medic
Silco
goes
takes him down.
Scout is still on it. No, Scout gets taken out. Soldier on the point now. It is quality with those rockets.
Nice.
Blown up by Zambler, but he will still take the cap. It is no longer a flat-out roll. Sun Tzu has taken their first point of the match.
Watching
5 rounds
DFG
and-
roll out here. He's got excellent jumping skills.
I'll be interested to see if Sun Tzu can at least, I don't want to say tie it up, but I do want to say they can catch up.
Well, we always want to see a good match here, right? We want to get some entertainment for our dollar. One of the scouts ran in behind, I think that was Tungsten, picks up the half health pack, and trying to pick on the medic here. Oh, but there's a
Some
soldier
bang for
and
your
a scout,
buck.
cleans that up. But that bought his team time to start capping on the mid, and so it looks like Sun Tzu's going to have to back up here as Phonetic Owls takes that cap.
Both scouts are down for Phonetic Owls. Obviously, what we just saw there were the pain in the ass scouts from hell.
Big spam coming out. Can Hoodrich handle it? Gets the pill bottle. Just kind of push in, try to stop. Oh, but he gets taken out. There's 3 huge heavy spamming classes there, though. Not much you can do about that. So Phonetic Owls got numbers here and Uber. I think they should just push right on in here.
Control point is being captured.
Oh, but there's a back cap going on, so 2 of them are coming back to respond to that. And again, Catafun just doing his job to keep his team in the game. Catafun's such a huge difference maker for his team. He picks the medic there, excellent. It finally goes down, Silco coming from behind, got his revenge. At one point, Catafun had 3 dominations. So with the medic down, it looks like Sun Tzu can push out with the Uber here. They're going to try to take back this point, but there's a back cap going on. Oh no!
Oh!
Oh, there you go. That does it. Silco running behind. I think he took the underground route. We'll have to check again some other time on the replay. But yeah, wow. That was a very, very fast match. Less than half an hour, it seemed.
It wasn't a flat-out roll, though.
Nope, it wasn't. And you know what? I
That
think
one
Sun Tzu
win.
got into the rhythm a little bit later on in that match. I think for the first actual game against them, they're probably going to put up their best players, and they're probably going to have some good strategies to deal with, you know, Zambler. And well, unfortunately, isn't a super good demo map. There's not that many places for demo to just spam into too much, so that might make a difference too, because that limits the utility of the demo. So those couple of things will make it a little different. So, you know, even though it was a 5-1 game here in favor of Phonetic Owls, their first round match against each other on well, it might be different.
Hopefully it will be different. I mean, it is going to be well. They are going to know the map basically inside and out.
And certain classes will be better or worse on well as well, and that will make a difference.
To be honest, because of the knowing it inside and out, I think we can actually expect Scout to do a little bit better.
I'm actually hoping to see a couple of spy plays as well on well, because well does lend itself to some excellent spy play.
At least in competitive it does. Certainly not in pubs.
Right. And of course, we'll be keeping an eye on the Train, MVP of the year last year, taking a shot every time it gets a kill.
I'm sorry, MrScaryMuffin, but we're going to have to forbid you from taking a shot every time the Train gets a kill. You are, after all, the caster.
Who says casters can't drink?
The person who thinks that being drunk on the mic for 30 minutes straight doesn't work too well.
Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Next match coming up, let's take a look at the schedule here. Next match coming up on the 8th, which is a Tuesday. It is at 6:30 p.m. and is going to be between Sharp as Knives in the Drawer and Lightspeed Briefs. Now, if you guys remember, I believe Lightspeed Briefs pretty much destroyed Sharp as Knives, but like I said before, it's going to be a different game coming up next week, and it will be for keeps this time, so that's going to be exciting. We're going to see people playing seriously, not dicking around, not just messing around with stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Tune in again on Tuesday.